It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And the defense loses him. It's complete.
A huge play there right off the bat. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive.
Herbert, he'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing again on second down. Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for L.A. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler,
his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The extra point splits the uprights.
And it will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. off the play fake. Ryder. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range, no sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Ryder. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game. Really was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From the 44, Herbert.
This throw nearly intercepted. The big D lineman almost had it. The 3rd down coming up.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Herbert. Allen's got it complete. Touchdown! Keenan Allen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. It's good to make it 17-7. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go play action here on first down.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone structure here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well.
And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Chargers 17, Falcons 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Fair catch. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
45. First down, and they stick with Eckler. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the 50, here's Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
The handoff, it's Eckler. And he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Ryder. Got a man and he hits him in stride.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing on 1st down. Ryder. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. On 1st down. Ryder. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to throw again. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. To throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 15.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To the air again, Herbert. To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
A final shot before break. Ryder escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll get this to Eckler. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
On the give, this is Eckler. And he works free. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 57 yards on the ground for him so far.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll run here with Eckler. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Herbert now. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 7th play in the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The 4th down play does
doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going to try and throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Ryder, and he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Looking to throw. Ryder. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Caught on the slant. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are an extra point away from having the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
Play action. It's Herbert. And this will be a dump off for Kellen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
If you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Gets through and now an opening. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there, making the tackle, and not giving up 2 points themselves.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. Off the play fake. Ryder. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead They found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. On the ground it's Eckler. And he's across for the touchdown. And the final minute that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable, but do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense, but that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
That's caught by Pitts.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Ryder sliding out of the pocket, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Sebastian Joseph Day in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.